Hi YouTube, welcome to a new video. Today is the battle of the blenders. Now, if you know and follow me, you know I use a Vitamix. I've had this Vitamix for nearly 6 years now and it's still going strong. But I always find that whenever I recommend the Vitamix to people, it's a bit of a turn up because of the price. It's actually a high-end blender. I found this new range, okay? I am not affiliated. This is not sponsored in any shape or form. It's an impartial, honest review. Now, this blender is literally almost like a copy of the Vitamix. Actually, you can interchange the jugs. It's that good a copy, okay? I'm not saying you should do that. But this blender is a quarter of the price of a Vitamix. It is called the Buchymix blender. The specifications are quite similar. I'm going to pop it on the screen for you to see. So today's video is really to encourage those of you out there that are put off by the high price of the Vitamix to go ahead and look for something that is equally as good. Buchymix might be one for you, but we'll see. We're going to do the test. Now, I've watched a few videos on Instagram and they have actually done tigernut milk without even soaking the tiger nuts. But no, I always soak my tiger nuts. So today we're going to do two videos, okay? First, we'll be making tiger nut milk in the Buchymix and the Vitamix blender. I have equal amounts of pre-soaked tiger nuts. I soak this for 24 hours at the minimum, and I have equal amounts of water in both of them. So we're just going to go ahead and make tiger nut milk in both blenders, okay? The lids, when it comes to the lids, they're similar seals. They have like a rubbered ends, so they're quite similar in closing and opening. This one is a little bit smaller. It says it's a 2-liter jug. I don't think so. This is also a 2-liter jug, but looking at it, this looks a lot bigger, but it says it's a 2-liter jug, so we have to believe that. So we go ahead. So equal amounts of liquid in both of them. Now this is my very first time using the Buchymix, so I'm gonna be testing it with you. We'll see how it does. I'm gonna use 3 dates, okay? I have a detailed video on how I make tiger nut milk, so if you have any questions, go to that video and see how I make it. A pinch of sea salt and a little bit of cinnamon. You can use the powder or you can use the sticks. And that's it. That's all I need. Plant milk is one of the main reasons I use my Vitamix. And this is one of the things I encourage, especially if you're on a healing journey. I'll encourage you to, rather than, I think this has a little bit of a trick to it. It has ridges. Oopsie. It has ridges where it needs to fit in and click. So just be aware. That's it. It's clicked now. And the Buchymix also comes with a tamper. The Vitamix does have a tamper as well, but I don't think I need a tamper to make milk. It's probably for making nut butters and things like that. It literally says it does the same thing as a Vitamix, so let's go for it. The Buchymix has no switches on the side, whereas the Vitamix has a switch on the side. I'll come over here. Apparently with the Buchymix, if you time it, there's a timer there. You set it to 1 minute, and then you put it on the max speed and you do either a start, stop or a pulse. My Vitamix is a 750 Vitamix. I think Vitamix has discontinued this particular brand, but it's like the high-end range of Vitamix. When I got it 6 years ago, it was the highest one. So all this one does, it just has a time, a speed, the max speed here is a 10, and that's what I'm going to put it on, same as the Buchymix, the speed is max. And then I'm going to start it. It also has other features like soup making, smoothie making, nut butters and dressings. But we're not using that today. We're just using the standard high speed. So I'm turning my Vitamix to the max. And we're going to start them for 1 minute. The Buchymix will be our timer. This is on. And we're on the wall. I think we're on. No, we're not on here. One of the blenders isn't on. There you go. Okay. Vitamix is lit up. I can't see any lighting up there, but let's start. So we've gone for a full minute. This actually was our timer and stopped. Now, on the first look, this is actually looking smoother. I don't know if that's showing in a camera. Cameraman, give us a thumbs up if it's showing. Is there any difference in the textures? But we'll see. We need to now open them up and see what exactly they look like. So I'm just going to move this to the side. Oh, something I didn't mention, the Buchymix has spice blenders, which the Vitamix doesn't. So for me, I think that's a great selling point. And actually it has a few more of these compartments. It has a smoothie one, but the Vitamix, the newer version of the Vitamix, does have smaller jugs. Okay, so we'll just move everything to the side. Oops. This is a fairly lighter machine. It's probably about half the weight of the Vitamix. The Vitamix is a really heavy machine. So for me, that's almost like a workmanship. Guys, I'm a bit partial, obviously, because I have and use the Vitamix for about 6 years. I don't know much about the Buchymix, but I'm doing this video as a clear, I've never seen them compared side by side. So we'll open this and have a look, and we'll open this other one. Now, on a closer look, they look almost identical. It looks almost identical. Okay, so I'm only going to tell when I squeeze it, the pulp, how strong or how crumbly the pulp looks like. So I'm going to pop the Vitamix blend first. If you notice, the nut milk bags have got 2 different colors. It's just the turmeric stain on the other one. Nothing else. It's just turmeric stained. That's all. So there are a few lumps, a few bits in the Vitamix. Let me see if I can get a spoon to show you. So yeah, there are a few little bits that did not blend as smoothly in here. All right, let's go for the Buchymix. So what I'm going to do is, I'm actually doing this video at a friend, actually at family's house. They're the proud sponsors of this video. This is the first video we've had sponsors, guys. So please, in the comment section, say thank you to their King Science for me. They've let me use their blender and their home to make this video. So the Buchymix has a lot more chunks. I'll see if I can get a few out. It has a lot more chunks. Can you see that, Mr. Cameraman? Those are chunks. Nothing like that in the Vitamix. So they've been blended with the same time, but the Buchi is giving me these chunks, all right? Can you see that? I had no chunks at all like that. I had little sediments. Let me show you that again so we see. A few sediments, but no chunks, like so. So straight up, the Vitamix seems to have done better. Excuse me. I would actually be surprised if the Buchymix did better, but that's just my little, observation. So more chunks in here from blending for a minute. However, you can blend it for longer and get the smoother texture that you want. So that's alone is enough to tell me what or how well these blenders will handle making tigernut milk. I'm just going to go ahead and squeeze and rinse and let you know what the final pop looks like. We finished juicing and squeezing all the milk out of our tigernuts. Now, first impressions. If you look at them, one of them looks smaller. Automatically you think, oh, we use less nut, but you saw it, it was weight, they were equal by weight and by volume. But then there's a difference. Now let's look and I'll show you using a spoon. This one, you see a few chunks here. Can you see that's a chunk? That's a chunk. These are little chunks of tigernut. Let me show you with my finger. That's a big chunk actually. That is a big piece of tigernut. Few more like so. So this is the reason we have this bigger. Look at that. Okay, so they blended at the same time. All right, but we have a lot of chunks here, a lot. Whereas on the other hand, this one, Let's have a good inspection. The same 1 minute. I can't see any of those chunks. Can you see? This is nothing doctored, guys. This is an unbiased review. It's just to help. Oh, there is one here. Oh, there are a few chunks. You see? There are a few chunks. Can you see that? But nothing compared to the other one. So automatically, I know that this blender is not as smooth as this one. However, I'm going to give it up to the Buchymix though, because a blender that will blend tigernuts in 1 minute is an amazing blender. If you know much about tigernuts, it's a really fibrous tuber. And I've only soaked it for 24 hours. So the Buchymix, it's a great blender, but it needs longer to give me the same consistency as a Vitamix. But it's a quarter of the price. So there's nothing to question or complain about there. So guys, thank you for watching to this point. If you haven't yet and you've enjoyed this video so far and it's helping you decide, please give us a thumbs up. We're going to do a second blend. We're going to do a smoothie now. And this time we're going to get people to taste it and tell us what the difference is in texture. So we're going to make a fruit smoothie. So keep watching and also subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe. Encourage us. Help us to reach more people. Share the videos as well. All right. So let's go over to the smoothie. Okay, same as before, we're using equal amounts of fruit. I have weighed everything accordingly. Yes, I have weighed every single thing, the vegetables, the mango, we've got blackberry, and we've also got pineapple. That's all we have here, and I'm going to add my other ingredients. Smoothie time. So I'm going to add a few ingredients that I normally add to my smoothie. One of it is maca. I love maca in smoothies, so this is just about half a tablespoon in each of the jugs. And then flaxseed. This is milled by myself. I don't like buying flaxseed that has been milled, so I mill it and I freeze. But I just wanted you to see the brand. This is no sales pitch. This is the brand I use. It's called Flax Farm, and they make the best, the freshest flax seeds in the UK. So we're going to have 1 tablespoon of milled flax, 1 tablespoon in each. And then we're going to have a cup of tigernut milk, which we just made, in each of it as well. Just a cup in each. All right. Same as before, we will blend at the same time with the same speed. Is it clicked? No, that's not clicked. Something's missing. All right, here. That's it. It has to make a clicking sound. So the same time and speed as we did before. The Vitamix doesn't make a clicking sound as such, but it's sealed. So let's do this again. So everything is on. We're just going to start. Buchi starts first. And this one starts. One minute exactly, and they look a little different again. This looks a lot more red than that one. Anywho, I use the same amount of berries per weight, so nothing should be different. Oh, it looks really good. It looks well and truly blended. I'm actually impressed. And let's see what our Vitamix is like. Both of them look really good. So now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get my hosts, our sponsors for today, and they're going to tell me which one is smoother. So they don't know which one is which. I'm actually going to swap it around. I'm using the same cup for this milk. I'm just going to swap that around for now and give them to tell me. So our hosts have kindly volunteered to be the taste testers. So they don't know which of the blenders blended any of the smoothies. They're just going to tell us which one feels smoother and also which one tastes better, if at all. So go ahead. You can use a spoon, you can use a cup. Okay. Sometimes they say rinse your mouth with water so it doesn't contradict the taste, but it's the same taste. Mm-hmm. It's just, can you feel bits in it and all that?
Very little.
Okay, let's go for the other one. Okay.
You can add little though, just a tiny bit.
Because berries are notorious for bits, and that's why I've used blackberries here, because they will tell how well a blender would work. So let's see what they feel about the other one, and then we'll tell them which one blended which. Which one is smoother in your opinion?
This is a bit coarse.
This is more coarse. Okay.
No, actually, no.
You sure?
There's one lump.
Okay.
I'd say this is a bit smoother, a lot more smoother.
You sure?
The first one.
What do you think, madam?
I can't even tell the difference though.
Brilliant.
It's very subtle.
Very subtle.
Yeah.
So this is really good.
It's a baby grandma.
It is really subtle. Looking at it, because I blended it, I can tell. Maybe because I have one blender I favor, but no. They look almost identical. And that means the Buchymix is a fantastic blender. This is from the Buchymix and that is the Vitamix. Very minimal difference. So this blender, I told you the tigernut was a big, hit. Tigernut is the strongest fiber you could put in the blender. And it's done well with that, but not as well as the Vitamix. But in this one, it's almost unrecognizable. The difference is almost undistinguished. So thank you guys for watching. If you watched till this point, and if you haven't yet, give us a big thumbs up and also subscribe, follow. Thank you. And now you can go ahead and buy whichever blender your budget permits and which blender you prefer, because this is doing as good a job as a blender. It's 4 times the cost. However, I must say with the Vitamix, the warranty, the customer service which I've experienced is fantastic, phenomenal. I have had this jug replaced twice in the 6 years I've had it because it's cracked. And the Buchymix does give you a 3-year warranty though. This one is a 7-year and the newer Vitamix is a 10-year warranty.
Wow.
However, for the price, I think it's a no-brainer. I would go for this. If this was 6 years before now, I would have gone for this as my first choice based on budget. So thank you and see you in another video. Bye. Behind the scenes, what are you doing? That is our kind sponsor of the video. He's actually sneaking in to have his lunch whilst we're recording. Thank you to the Akin Science. Please leave a comment in the comment section saying thank you.